Why is it so dark in here? Okay, the question is there really a way out of this hell that we're experiencing? Yeah, we have to own up to this. We can't keep going on and being so nice on the street. And well, that's actually nice to be nice to people. There's nothing wrong with that. But sometimes it just gets in the way of true honesty and true love and true companionship. Because if we're true companions to ourselves, we will be able to look at people in the eye when we're passing them on the street and say, "Are you okay?" And if the person isn't okay, they'll break down in tears. It doesn't matter where you're from in the world. If we're really one family, you'll break down in tears. I will do that. I mean, I'm doing it. I broke down in tears and I recorded it and sent it to a beautiful girl named, a nice girl in Brazil that I met, and she was a sweet 18-year-old. No, I won't mention her name, but she's a wonderful person, and I think she's a bit pissed off and confused as to how things went down between she and I in her city, which I won't mention because I think she'd rather remain anonymous and private about this. But pat in the back to you. No, I'm still not gonna. Okay, so now what the hell have I been talking about? I just need more cannabis. Because when I smoke cannabis or consume it in any way, I tell the truth. And people don't, I don't, it's difficult, but I have suffered in my life. And the reason I've suffered is because I guess I've just been keeping up this private person, this idea that I'm a private person. Which is, well, let's get some more light in the bathroom. I love the way you change your accent, by the way. It's so cool. I should take another shot of vodka. Oh no. Oh, okay, that's better. Oh, it's natural light. And yeah, I love the hair, by the way. Right. Okay, well, this shall be an honest telling. And I have got no choice in the matter whatsoever. I want to let go. I want to give up on my life. I don't want to have any problems. I don't want to struggle. I don't want to suffer fear. I don't want to come about as being cringeworthy. No, I don't. And that's something we all have to deal with. If you're feeling, okay, I'm just going to be quiet. Okay. I don't have any. There's nobody leaving comments on my pages. Well, there's one or two. There's like a police person in India. Well, that's tough, I know you feel a bit bad about that, but your ego needs a lot of them doing. Okay, and you've hurt a lot of people. You hurt a lot of people, unintentionally, of course, but really, when we hurt each other, we hurt ourselves. But none of it's happening because it's all separation. It's just a crazy dream. None of it's really happening. I'm going to try to do something like, oh yeah, Elvis. Elvis, fucking Elvis. Right. Okay, so oneness consciousness is interesting, and it's vitally different to separation consciousness. Well, you're always, you're identified as one person among billions. And life is shit, and you hate yourself. We all hate ourselves in the separation consciousness, don't we? I know I do. Now, if I hate myself, so do you. Somebody has to tell the truth sooner or later. I'm the truth fucking teller because I'm experimenting as to how I can overcome depression and just weakness, emotional, mental weakness, or fear. It's all fear, right? So what has occurred to me today is that I have to be honest. And you have to really expose yourself. You have to expose yourself no matter what. And you've been hiding forever, but it's not our fault. We are not responsible for the error that has brought us to this position in our life or our lives as humanity. Would it be fair to say that I am a spokesperson, an adequate spokesperson for humanity? No. Would it be fair to say that I am an adequate spokesperson for God? No. Oh, okay. Because you don't exist, you wally bag, you silly person, you silly Billy. I don't know what else to say. Okay, I do. I mean, oh look at the hair. Oh, Carl, you're too. Oh, look at that! Look at that! I look like a biker. I just needed gloves. No, a bicyclist, not a. I mean, riding Harley Davidsons with a group of people in America, with the long hair and the sunglasses. Oh, and then along comes Arnold Schwarzenegger's Terminator 2 character, and give me your um, what? What? Okay. Well, I'm just leave the hair. I'm leaving the hair. No, I'm not. God, I hate this experience. Ah! Nobody wants to see this, mother of God. Okay, so getting back to a previous question. What's the deal with God? Hmm? What's the deal with you? What's the deal? I want to die to love and peace. I just want to die. Please, no more suffering. No more isolation in this goddamn bed. There's no. I mean, what has me in this position? What has me in this isolated, decrepit position that I'm in right now? And it's the truth, and I have to expose myself, and I have to tell this honestly, with the help of marijuana and a bit of vodka. Well, it has different effects. You know, funnily enough, it has different effects on different people. Not that there are different people, because there are no different people. There's only one of us. We all share the same identity in reality. We all share the same identity of, or as love, the same identity of love. Oh yeah, same identity. Okay, the same identity of love and peace. They're just words. These are words that keep blocking us from the love of God. There's no word, there's no mind in God. There's just oneness. God has no mind. There's just oneness. There's just love. There's just the heart replaces the intellect. The heart replaces the mind. We don't think anymore. We don't need to think anymore. I want to go to Canada because all the cannabis is lumen legalized there. It's legalized. And I'm like, wow. And I want to just, but the effort of getting on a plane, doing all the documentation for the immigration, that's just nonsense. Okay, forget Canada, because we like it easy. We're illegal in Brazil, but it doesn't matter. It's the one country that you can get away with being illegal. I was 2 years in India, and bloody hell, they made me suffer. You do not want to be. There's people there in prison for a year, and the police, they quietly just call it, or they politely call it, a detention center. But people are just there. I thought the police were amazing, actually. They really were very nice in this detention center. I was there for 2 weeks, so for me, my experience was that it was very much a detention center and not a prison. I was, I miss India, but I'm experiencing a hardship these days. As we all do. At some point in our lives, but we want to keep back the tears, don't we? Yes, we do, people. Let's keep back the tears, because it's actually a good thing to do. We don't have to just be so raw and cry. No, that's not healthy. You need to hold back and cry. Just maybe shed a little tear or two. You don't have to just release yourself. No, hold back, be strong, but also just shed 1 or 2 tears just to what? Look at that. It's a nice day, even though it's overcast. And where am I? I'm not telling the people here where I am, because there's people who want to come and use me for money. People, no, that's me. That's my imagination. I don't believe that, but I do. When on my bad days or on my off days, I do feel a bit more nervous or insecure when it comes to my money. I hate my mind money. Why can't we just share the money? Yeah, but that's post-egoism, Carl. That's a post-egoistic era that we're potentially heading toward. It does seem like we are evolving or heading back to or toward a post. egoistic era where there's no ego, there's just love and peace. There's nothing going on, and there's no separation in consciousness whatsoever between any of us. There's no us anymore. There's just this beautiful, it's incredible. There's just this oneness where there's no division, there's no mind or separate mind that divides one thing to another, one country or religion or person. It's divine. I do like it. Thumbs up. I do like what I'm experiencing. But I just wish to God I had it forever. I want it forever. I want this state of consciousness forever. It's gorgeous. It's more gorgeous than me and you combined. I mean, if you want to get into a love or personal romantic relationship with me, I do like the idea to a point, but it gets a bit too clingy, and I don't understand these kind of relationships anymore. When I say anymore, that means at some point before this present moment, I actually did have some cognizance or understanding of what it was to be in a relationship with a man or a woman. I've been searching a long time and seeking, who am I? Who am I? That's the only question that comes to mind. That's why I kind of roughed up my 18-year-old potential girlfriend she wasn't a potential girlfriend. It was never on the cards because how things went. I met with her, one day, it was a Tuesday, and then, I don't know, but it was a Friday of a particular week where we were supposed to meet up, and I was to go to a particular nightclub and meet with her and her friends. I got bloody hit by a car, and I broke my right knee, or a bone in my right knee, and it wasn't meant to be, and I wasn't able to accept. I mean, there's so much neediness in us. There's so much neediness in me. And there's so much neediness and wantingness in all of us. Because I am all of you. Are you now? Oh, people won't accept that. There's only one. I'm just talking or expressing myself from this particular state of consciousness or awareness. Right? If you want to tear it apart, that's fine. I believe in A Course in Miracles. Don't listen to me as a teacher. I'm not Jesus Christ. Who am I? I'm you. I am Jesus. It doesn't matter. In God consciousness, there's no you and I. There's just this. Did you see that? I like the way that I just saw that. It was nice. So, alright, I'm just going to switch off. I think this dude here has just opened his mouth and talked a lot. Whether you like it or love it or in between. So it's been a rough time for me. I don't know. I'm going to enter another severe depression when the marijuana and the vodka wears off. Oh, you're admitting that. Only in this state of consciousness. I would never ever divulge or share this information in a depressed or separated state. I feel more connected right now, so don't you think you're talking too much today? Agreed. So, the fact remains that if I do suffer depression, and I'm really not sure why anymore, I don't know what the hell I'm supposed to have done to experience this long-term depression. It's not fair. It's not fair. But I'm not alone. I can't be alone in this because we're all one. But if we're all divided, then I alone, it just may be me that's experiencing depression and nobody else. But if we're all one, then it's everybody. It's humanity. Excuse me. I'm going to pause. Okay, I just coughed up some phlegm. Now, I want death and suicide as much as you do. You do. You do. No, no. The truth is that if one of us in the world wants to kill themselves or hurt another individual, the same applies for everybody. But nobody wants to admit that because we're all one consciousness. We're not individuated souls. We're not individual souls, to quote David Hoffmeister, master teacher of A Course in Miracles. He's incredible. I love teachers like David Hoffmeister. Thank you, God, for teachers like David Hoffmeister and Byron Katie and Eckhart Tolle to a point, but he's okay. Byron Katie, she dresses so beautifully. And she's from the United States. She's from California. And David Hoffmeister, he's American too. And okay, yeah, well, he's all right. And there's very few teachers that I look up to or listen to or have respect for. No, I have respect for. I don't have. I mean, there's certain teachers, teachings of whom I do not have respect for because they're crap and they're false. Such as me. I mean, I teach nothing. I don't know anything. Isn't that great? I don't know. See, now you're feeling sorry for yourself again, Carl, and you're comparing yourself. You have been rambling on for almost 16 minutes. Shut up. They'll put you on drugs, in psychiatric drugs, and they'll lock you up. No, I don't think they will, because they see I'm laughing a bit. They know I'm just a comedic actor, and they just. No, I do. Okay, I don't take anything seriously. You're being defensive now because you're a little bit nervous. No. People are getting used to me in Brazil as being, he's a bit of a singer, he's an actor, he's a comedian. He's nothing. He's a bum. He's on the street. He's depressed. Fuck him. No, they don't think that either. They don't. I mean, don't listen to this person. He's a bit barmy. He really is. She really is. It really is. I don't know. Um. I don't know if you can hear that, but there were birds chirping outside. And it's nice. I'm going to say this in an Irish accent, in a nice, grand Irish accent, a northwest Irish accent, from the northwest of Ireland. Where is the northwest of Ireland, Carl? It's in the northwest of Ireland. Where's Ireland? It's in northwest Europe. Where's Europe? I don't know. It's on some planet. Is it a flat Earth or a round Earth? Nobody knows. Not even me. And what does it matter? Well, I mean, what's the whole significance of knowing and not knowing? Yeah, this is an existential question we're going to ask ourselves. I'm posing a very serious and sincere existential question right now. Keep doing what you're doing and just destroy yourselves mentally. Mentally kill yourselves. Socially kill yourselves. Embarrass the F-U-C-K out of yourselves. I love Sri Ramana Maharshi. He's another brilliant teacher from India. And he gained his enlightenment at the age of 16. About 100 years ago, I think. It's now 2022, so I don't know. But a long time ago. And he just wore a nappy for the rest of his life. Like, he did not have any need for any possessions. It was fantastic. And I went to his ashram in Chiruvanamalai in India about 2 years ago with my buddy Owen. Now, Owen, where is he at these days? He's screwing a few girls around the world for money and sex. Oh, Carl, don't expose him. I didn't use his last name. I know a lot of Owens. I know 5. No, 20. Owen is a very popular name in, not just in Ireland, but in America. No, it's not. It's popular in Ireland, okay? I'm not going to, listen, no, his real name is Podrick. Right. Okay, we're just going to chill out now. Let's come back to base. Now let's come back to base, okay? I am really, why can't Brazil legalize cannabis? Oh, for God's sakes, Carl, don't go on about this. I'm just not getting cannabis from a good source here. You really love cannabis, don't you? It does ease my depression. And I'm sure it eases yours. And if you haven't tried it yet, you can try it in some form or another that suits your mind.